Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ACL Sydney Counter-Strike Global Offensive Qualifiers. My name is Sam and I'm joined here by the beautiful Elfish Guy 11. We've got a huge day of games lined up for everyone today. How are you feeling, Jordan?
Very good. The first game we're going to have up today is going to be Exile 5 versus Resilient. And they've done their vetoes and their picks, and so we'll just take you through that. Exile 5 vetoed out Cobble, and Resilient vetoed out Overpass. Then Exile 5 vetoed out Train, and Resilient vetoed out Mirage. And they're ending up on map is going to be Dust 2 is what we're going to be playing today, at least in this first game. So we'll see how Resilient and Exile 5 goes. It's going to be an interesting game here because Exile 5 obviously a newly formed team. We'll have to see how they kind of develop into a team as kind of the day goes on, and however the few tournaments go for the rest of the months or so, something like that. I mean, they are kind of a combination of Streamline and Chiefs. So they are definitely like top tier players and that sort of thing. So a lot of people kind of saying they're probably going to be between Immunity and Avant-Garde, kind of as the top four. So there'll be Vox, Immunity, XL5, Avant-Garde. Well, that remains to be seen. So we'll have to see how they go today. And it looks like they're ready and that sort of thing. So we're going to see Resilient starting on Commentators side, I think. And they're just in warm-up, but they should be ready very soon.
Yeah, we got a fair bit going on today, to be honest. Certainly over the last few days, there's been a ton of teams come through and sign up. Team Immunity only just signing up very recently as well. So there's four brackets over the course of today.
Today and on Monday.
And on Monday. Yeah. So yeah, there's a fair bit of action that we're going to get out of these guys this weekend, and with a lot of team changes as well. So we've seen Vox overseas, we've seen Immunity overseas, but we haven't seen everyone together, have we? So this is our first real opportunity to see these Australian teams in their new setups and the new formats, I suppose, and see how they come head to head.
Yeah, it will certainly be interesting. Looks like we're very close to starting off this pistol round. I think this is going to be it when they figure out what sides they want to go on. Resilient opting to stay on that counter-terror side. Obviously, the way the veto works and that sort of thing is the highest seed bans and picks first. Well, they get the only pick. So essentially, the high seed gets to pick the map, and the low seed gets to pick what side they want to play on. So I would argue that probably favors the higher seed, choosing a map rather than a side. But we'll have to see how that kind of develops over the day as well. Looks like we're going to be going into the pistol round here between Exile 5 and Resilient. Exile 5 going to be on that terrorist side. We'll see what they can do here. Looks like they're going to be heading immediately over towards Long. There's going to be a double sort of a stack there from Resilient, but they're going to come up against 4 players from this Exile 5 lineup, and it's certainly not going to be an easy task for these guys to hold it for too long. No rotators coming over just yet from Resilient, but the first kill goes over to Ofnu, and definitely going to spark a bit of a rotation here coming across from Resilient. Ferg picks himself up one. Zusi rather takes down 2. And well, that was a very easy round there coming out for Exile 5. No deaths and barely any damage taken even.
Yeah, they even kept all their anything else they bought as well. They didn't. I don't even think they.
I think they used one smoke. Maybe.
Yeah, one smoke, and very easy round. We must point out though that this is, I think, Seed 1 up against Seed 8 in this particular bracket. So. Exile 5, I believe, has certainly considered to have a little bit of an advantage here. So Lenslaw going to go down at first. Ferg picks up 1. Destiny obviously picked up Lenslaw, and is it Pexmeister? There we go. He's probably out at the gym day in, day out. Zuzi going to come around, does manage to pick up Incent, and Ofnu going to take out Reliant as well. Going to finish off there, Ofnu on the pistol, and a very strong round coming out again. As you would expect, having picked up that first pistol round. But only a month or so ago, we did see a few of these teams up against each other. And Australians seem to have a knack for winning round 1, losing round 2 for one reason or another.
I mean, it happened a fair bit overseas for Vox and Immunity, but obviously they were up against kind of a higher standard of competition. We just see a double nade coming out there into the long doors, but no one from Exile 5 going to be tagged up by that one. Oh, Destiny might have taken a little damage, but not too much. He's going to jump out here with the Mac 10 and get rid of Apex. No trouble at all. Obviously, the weapon advantage in the side of Exile 5 at the moment. They've got those Mac 10s and MP7s and that sort of thing. The Scout as well there on Dizzy Life. Destiny will take down another and finds himself a third in the round so far, so potentially looking at an ace here. Though Ferg, he's going to be the one to defend short here from Resilient, and the bomb going to go down there for Exile 5 as well, so this is definitely all over Red Rover for Resilient. Incent picks up the first kill, I think that was, for Resilient in the game, so at least something to write home about, but well, now we're going to see the first gun round out here coming out, so this should be kind of where we get more of a feel about the two teams.
Yeah, absolutely, but as a few people are noticing in chat, XL5 coming out very, very strong here. The favoured team, but they have shown 3 very good rounds here. As the T side on Dust 2, Zuzi coming up around to the B bomb site, going to go down into lowers. Just getting a little bit of a holdout here. Perhaps finally the boys are going to pick up the bomb, going to head down towards mid with that one. Looks like Zuzi just going to throw out a smoke and maybe going to try and poke through here on the short A perhaps. Guys all lining up, starting to make his way through. He should just come around the corner and see Pexmeister. Will he see him? Yes, he does. Picks up a nice tap onto the headshot there. 5 up still for Exile. 5 continuing to push down into short A. Smokes coming out from all around. 3 of them here stacked on this short side. We have 1 player over on double doors. Ferg through the middle picks up Reliant. Lenslaw going down off to, and Ferg going to get picked up. Muggy and Incent going down there, and Incent going to get picked up as well. Finally, Muggy, last player left. 3 players up here for X5. Going to pick him up. They get the bomb plant down. Having a look at this scoreboard, Zuzi picking up 6 kills, no deaths so far this game. Nice little work from him.
Yeah, and if you have a look at all the money that Exile 5 have got there, they're definitely not going to be having any issues with their bankroll anytime soon. They can probably lose 2 rounds in a row and before they're forced to eco, and well, it's going to be tough for Resilient from here on out. They've only, well, I mean, they haven't picked anything up. They've only picked up maybe 3 or 4 kills in the whole game so far. Ofnu starts us off with 2 entry frags onto long. There is this triple stack there, but that's going to be no trouble at all for Exile 5. They're just going to wipe through this round again. That was kind of an eco round though from Resilient, so kind of expected there from Exile 5.
Yeah, it is how it is, but they're starting to let this one get away from them. Even as not the favoured team, it is nice to try and grab a round or 2. So we'll see how the boys are going to go. You're going to buy up again. Double AWP coming out here from our CT side. Reliant sitting in mid, going to get flashed and pushed back as Ferg makes his way into short A. Once again, going to come around and see Muggy here. Perhaps he is being tagged up already. I think on the other side, perhaps Zuzi picking him up as they do push the long. Hey, reloading at the wrong time. Zuzi going to go down to Lenslaw, but Lenslaw gets picked up by Destiny in return. Oh, Auto Spectator, you don't know your job very well. Incessant coming round into short here. The bombs, sorry, into lowers even. Bomb's been planted. He's just perhaps trying to save. Molly actually going to force him back here. Ofnu going to poke this corner in a second. Incent in a good position to take him out, but Ofnu too good. Nice little burst onto the headshot. 6-0. XL5 very, very strong.
Yeah, not a lot that Resilient could do at the moment. I mean, they're going to be forced onto another eco. Maybe they're going to go for a little bit of a half buy. They're taking on the 5-7s and the CZs, so doing what they can. They'll have enough money for a buy next round anyway, but things definitely not looking good. They need to pick up a couple of rounds here for sure. If they can get it maybe to 8 rounds or 7 rounds, so if they get to 8 or 7, they might be pretty happy with how the half goes. Obviously, Dust 2, not the most hugely CT-sided map, but you definitely don't want to be seeing your opponent go 0 and 7, which it looks like XL5 are going to be doing at the moment. Muggy trying to do his best up there from short, but he's going to be in a lot of trouble, completely surrounded by everyone from XL5. He's got a rotator coming along from Terrorist Spawn, but that's going to be Incent. He's going to be way too late to the party as Ferg takes down Muggy, and Incent, he's going to try and defuse this bomb, but you'll have to count him out at this stage, and Ofnu takes him down, no trouble at all.
7-0, XL5, very, very strong first half coming out from the guys. Still money here, however, for Resilient. They should be able to buy up, and they do, though for some of them, certainly down to their last dollar. The money, however, on XL5 starting to pile up. These guys are very, very rich right now. So even one terrible round isn't going to hurt them too bad at all. Looks like a few of the boys poking down to this A side. Certainly a stack coming out from the CT side onto A. Pexmeister going to pick up Ferg. Nice AWP shot down that long A side. Holding it very well for his team. Two of the boys here from Exile 5 going to come down into lowers. See if they can find themselves a pick. Because that A bomb certainly cordoned off only one player from the CT side on the B bomb site. So I think the guys from Exile 5 have worked this one out, Elfish Guy, and they're starting to make their way over into that B bomb area. However, Destiny going to pick up Muggy and Lenslaw. Sneaky little double kill all by himself there over through short A. But B bomb still the place to be, as all the remaining players here from Resilient going to get drawn over to the A bomb site. And Destiny, who has now picked up 3, might be 4. He does. Is he going to get a team down? Just one player left. The bomb plant should go down. Pexmeister has the AWP. Is he going to poke poorly? He will. Destiny going to get taken down. Only going to get the 4 kill. Other guys here from Exile 5 going to chase him out. I think they might. Smoking down, trying to find themselves a safe way to pick up this AWP on Pexmeister, who only has $200 here. So if they can take him out, he has no cash. He probably won't be able to pick up another AWP, even though that loser's bonus, I suspect, is getting pretty high now. It's maxed out after only 4 rounds, and they are at 8, Jordan.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was definitely in their interest to get rid of that AWP, as you say, because it's going to be tough for them to keep buying all these weapons after they lose those rounds, despite the loser bonus. They're going to go for another eco here, just so they can get a full buy up next round. So it's going to be at least, you would assume, 9 rounds going over to Exile 5. The best Resilient can hope for is going to be 6 rounds on the CT side, which, to be honest, at this stage for them wouldn't be an awful result, but you would expect Exile 5 would be able to pick up a few more kills and a few more rounds in this half. So Zusi starting us off here in that long area, picking up a kill. It's going to be a complete 5-man rush sort of thing into a bomb site from Exile 5, and they're just going to try and sort of bulldoze their way onto this site here. Opnu is going to take down Lenslaw there without any trouble, but the rest of the Resilient guys are going to be here pretty much finding themselves in towards T-spawn, and it doesn't even look like they're really too keen to go for a retake here. I mean, they don't have a huge amount to lose. I think it's probably worthwhile at least trying, but you know, they obviously want to keep those 5.7s and the P250 and the 2 grenades that Muggy has. They don't have any armor or anything like that, but just going to go for some exit frags here. Muggy picks up Ferg, and the bomb will explode here for Exile 5. Looks like Exile 5 definitely, as we expected, are going to not have too much trouble in this game. No,
not at all. 9 easy rounds in reality for them. Not an ideal first game, I suppose, to come up from the guys here. From Resilient, obviously they do have the losers bracket that they can play through after this one, assuming that Exile 5 continue to smash through the guys here, which to be fair was to be expected. Dizzy Life taking a pot shot there into mid through double doors, not finding anyone this time around. The guys from Exile 5 going to push through into short A. But Lenslaw finally getting the better of Zuzi and picking him up there. Smoke going to go down as well. 4 players stacked, no, 3 players only actually left from Exile 5 down this long A side. The bomb has been left over near double doors as well. At that long A position, 3 players stack as well coming out here from Resilient down into mid. So they have kind of left A open. Perhaps they're preferring for a retake. The bomb hasn't even been picked up yet. Offnu trying to find a pick here. There we go. Dizzy Life onto Reliant. Pexmeister going to go down to Offnu on the other side as well. We can see Lenslaw through the side trying to pick up Offnu. Destiny just waiting down here near CT, perhaps trying to pick him up as he pokes over the top. Round the corner comes Offnu. Lenslaw going to go down. Only Muggy left. So what was almost a very good round here from Resilient ends up being an Exile 5 win by the looks of things. Destiny pulling out the pistol for a nice little deagle shot there on to Muggy. 10 and zip, Jordan.
Yeah, that was a very expensive round there for Resilient. They had 3 AWPs. I'm not sure if they went for a double AWP setup and then picked up an AWP, or if they actually bought 3 AWPs. But regardless, a lot of money invested into that round there for Resilient, and it looked like it might work. At one stage they were down, or they had the advantage in players 4 and 3, but Exile 5 were too good in that situation and managed to close it out. So Resilient, I think they kind of put all their eggs into that one basket, and now you would expect that the Exile 5, I mean, that was kind of the round that they needed to watch out for, and the rest of these rounds, there's not going to be too much of a surprise here coming out from the Resilient guys. So as we speak, you know, look, another eco round going in the favor of Exile 5, or not an eco round, but anti-eco round here. Exile 5 picking that one up without any issues, as they have the last 10 rounds before that.
Yeah.
So certainly looking like Exile 5 are going to be a strong team. Obviously, these guys are probably not, you know, the highest caliber of players, Resilient. You know, they're not, Exile 5 haven't gone up against the likes of Immunity and Vox and Avant-Garde and that sort of thing so far, but certainly starting off well.
They certainly are starting off well. And if we have a look at the brackets, we can see that the winner of this game heads up against either Trident or Montana. So you tell me, Jordan, is Trident the preferred team out of those two? I'd suspect so, but well, might have the sick knowledge that I don't.
They are 4th and 5th seed, so essentially Trident is kind of favoured, but not hugely so.
In the meantime, we have, however, missed 3 players here from XL5 getting picked up. Maybe a round win going to come out from Resilient. They've got to not be over-aggressive. Perhaps, there we go, they do pick up Ferg. 1 player left. He does have the bomb down in lowers. We might be able to jump through and find Destiny as he picks up Hexmeister. His gym strength's not saving him this time around. Destiny going to throw out smoke there into B-Bomb. 2 players stacked on B-Bomb here from Resilient. Destiny trying to pick up 1 through the smoke. He's got a flash. That's going to go out. Does he get? He does. Incent going to go down there. 1-on-1 in this area. 3 players left, however, on this team. There we go. Going to make it 2v1. Perhaps poking through the door. Will he be able to get Muggy? Flash not going to do much there. Does he get one? No, does not happen. Destiny going down. Resilient picking up their very first round win of this map here on Dust. It is a best of 1. They have an awful lot of work to do.
Yes, well, it is perhaps too little too late for them. Obviously, you know, there's only a couple of rounds left into this half for them to, you know, work with. But if they can make it to 3, I'm sure they'll be pleased. Well, not pleased, but they'll be pleased more so than if it was 15-0. So they're certainly still in this at the moment. But it's going to be a big hill to climb for Resilient. Obviously, you know, looked pretty good in that last round, but we'll see what they can do here. Resilient starting us off here. First kill going over to Lenslaw. He finds a second through the smoke. That was a nice shot, actually. But now it's going to be the XL5 guys trying to figure out where they can go now from this. They probably don't want to be heading towards this long area. There's 2 players there just watching out in case Dizzy pushes through. The bomb is still over there. We're going to see, who is that? Zeusy looking on towards the A bomb site, trying to find himself a bit of information or a pick perhaps even. But instead, it's going to be Muggy taking him out. Dizzy Life has managed to find himself. He kind of crept through the smoke there into long and kind of caught Lenslaw off guard there with the AWP. But still a big task here for Ofnu and Dizzy Life. If they can clutch this, it would be huge. Ofnu now looking towards that A site. And he's got 2 people to contend with, 1 playing car. That's going to be an important shot for whoever is playing there. He's not going to hit it, but Muggy will pop out from Goose and take him down. Dizzy on his own is in pit, so he's in a nice spot to be using that AWP. But if Resilient are smart here, they probably just won't even peek him and let him sit down there and stew in his thoughts. Dizzy Life takes down Apex, though, as we speak. So the gun going to be dropped there for him. But it looks like the rest of the Resilient guys are not too keen to try and take on that aim of Dizzy Life.
No, not indeed. Dizzy Life has a lot of work to do. Has no work to do, actually. Time up. So he managed to play that one out. Keep his AWP. Not that he needed to. He's got 8,450 even. Gold coins there, Jordan. In the bank. Sitting pretty with his cash. And Resilient should be happy. 2 good rounds coming out from them. And they just got to get a little bit of momentum going on. Destiny pushes all the way in through short A, only to get found by Muggy's AWP. Zuzi going to poke out Joe. He's not even going to get a chance. Incent going to take him down very, very quickly there as well with the M4. So 3 players left from XL5. Resilient starting to finally find their rhythm here. Going to poke out is off. No, he's going to get picked up by Reliant. Reliant takes out Ferg as well. Dizzy Life onto Pexmeister. And Resilient taking out the third round in a row. I believe we bring that one up. We will see 1, 2, and 3 rounds from then. This is the last round of the half. I finally got something.
It's the first round of the second half.
I can't count. It's cool.
Yep. Oh no, it is the last round. My bad.
Thank
round
you.
15. Okay, I thought we were starting round 16. Regardless, it's going to be another bye round.
I doubted myself for you, Jordan. I doubted myself. I'll never do it again.
Okay, so XL5 once again on the bye. You know, the huge 11-round streak that they had at the start has allowed them to keep that cash well stocked. So they've got that full AK bye here. But Lenslaw going to take out himself a player, and it's going to be a 4v4 from here on in. XL5 kind of posturing around this A-bomb site, getting that bomb down. It's going to be a retake here for Resilient. Dizzy Life, though, on the lurk, is going to find one. Perhaps not really on the rotate. Looked like he was kind of figuring out where he wanted to go. And he finds a second as well. Can he find a third? Yes, he can. Incent goes down. So Dizzy Life practically winning this round for XL5.
Indeed he is. And there we go. Halftime, ladies and gentlemen. 3 and 12 XL5. Picking up the 15th round of the first half here on Dust to our very first game, Jordan, of the ACL Sydney Qualifiers for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. XL5 getting a very strong lead. Nice to come in with 12 rounds, I would suspect. But I must admit, Resilient picking up 3 solid rounds, to be fair.
Yeah, they looked pretty decent.
Yeah, they did. And I think it's, even if they come out of this one on into the losers bracket, I think picking up a few good rounds and playing some good games here on Dust 2 up against XL5 is quite good for them, perhaps, and a little bit of motivation, a little bit of confidence going into their future games.
A bit of an interesting strat coming out here from XL5, boosting 2 players up there onto short, so they're going to look aggressively towards mid here, and it's going to be paying off. Zusi picks up the first kill of the round onto Lenslaw, who was not really paying a huge amount of attention. And XL5's strategy works out, but in the meanwhile, just if you guys think this game is pretty one-sided, then, well, we'll let you know that Noxious has taken out Skid in the second bracket, 16-0. So certainly going better for Resilient here than Skid or SKLD. I'm not sure if I'm reading that correctly, but regardless, Noxious picking up the 16-0 for themselves in the first round here, and XL5 looking pretty good here as well. Not quite 16-0, but it's looking like it could be potentially 16-3 at this stage.
It is starting to look that way with XL5 picking up the pistol round, putting themselves in a fantastic advantage here to finish this one up relatively quickly here, Jordan. I think that's probably what they want to do. You want to get the nerves out on an easy game, come in, clean up pretty well, get your warm-up done, and get ready for game 2 in the winners bracket, which is definitely what XL5 will be looking to do here. The rush, the Tech 9, the Rec 9's in through into mid here, through mid doors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last player left. Actually picking up a kill onto Destiny, but a pretty easy round there. The Rec 9's not having the power that time around to do the job.
Yeah, I think they, they probably wanted to get maybe 2 kills there. If they could have got a bomb plant, that would have been fantastic for them, but unfortunately not the case. They're going to have to eco once more. And this is going to be going to 15 rounds, you would imagine, for XL5. Resilient kind of rushing here into mid, but XL5 there to meet them. And it looks like X5 pretty keen to get this game done. They're kind of pushing aggressively. You can see Destiny, I think that was pushing into tunnels, and the rest of them kind of pushing up mid as well. So Resilient on the back foot at the moment in this round, and you would expect that they're going to be going down relatively easily, though. Destiny taken down there by Reliant. Sparks a little bit of life into Resilient. They have got 1 M4 there onto Reliant, but Zusi takes that down relatively quickly, so it's a 2v4 now for Resilient, and XL5 looking to take out these last 2 kills very quickly. Zusi, perhaps going to get rotated around on. I don't think they spotted him, but Dizzy Life is actually going to be watching mid there, so has spotted out Lenslaw indeed.
Lenslaw on 12 HP. So, just getting out of there, and the next time is GoTV. Bomb going to go down. 1 player left. Lenslaw, not even 1 shot required. He going to pick up by the combination of Ferg and Zusi. match point coming out here, Jordan. And Exile 5 going to be eager to clean this one up.
Indeed. Resilient, though, have got themselves a buy round. They've saved up. And, well, Reliant not going to have a full buy there. He's got the AWP and no armor. So the glass cannon coming out there. Not a whole lot of grenades either. It's going to be here on Apex, trying to find that first frag in the round, but unfortunately not able to connect his shots. He took Ferg down to 48 HP, but that's not going to be enough. Well, Resilient really need to pick up some early frags in the rounds, because, you know, even when they do that, it seems like Exile 5 are managing to pull out the rounds anyway, so any sort of advantage that Resilient can get early is going to be helpful, but it is by no means going to, I guess, mean that they're going to 100% win the round. So they're still sort of stacked up here in mid, not sure where they want to go at the moment. I think they're sending Incent there onto the A-bomb site, try and check out what's going on there, and it looks like they made the decision here now to head towards that A site. They're going to chuck a few flashes out there and some smokes as well, try and get this cross here, but there's a man playing down there towards Car. That was Zeusy, I believe, was taken down. Oh no, Dizzy Life actually, he was taken down. Zeusy managed to pick up one kill from Goose, finds himself a second and a fourth. So third and a fourth even, and that's going to be 16 and 3. Going over to Exile 5 there, which is perhaps not a surprise for us here, Sandman.
No, to be fair, not much of a surprise at all. I think it's what the majority of people did expect coming through. So Exile 5 up against Resilient 16-3. If we have a look, they're going to move through to obviously round 2. If we go and continue through our brackets, we do have some teams seeded through. So Avant-Garde, who got seeded through into round number 2, we'll see they're up against Eximus by the looks of things.
Yeah.
And they're going to go up against them very, very shortly. Move through. You saw Noxious picking up SKLD. They're moving through, and Immunity seeded into the opposite game in bracket number 2. And as someone mentioned in chat, Vox Eminor is seeded into round number 2 as well, Jordan, and they're going to go up against the winner of Dynasty and Aura.
So, not sure exactly what game we'll pick up next. Perhaps Avant-Garde versus Eximus, seeing as that one is the one that you would expect might start first or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. What we'll do, we'll throw to a short break. We'll be back as soon as we can, guys. This is the ACL Sydney Qualifiers for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. My name is Sandman. I'm joined by the beautiful Elfish Guy. We'll be back very shortly with game number 2 here in round number 2 ACL Qualifiers.